We are here in Bloomington, Indiana at Indiana University to ask students about the 2016 election. I just want you to name any of the Republican candidates. Can you name all 13 of the Republican candidates?
I can name all 13. So Jeb Bush.
Okay.
Is Rand Paul in this?
Rand Paul is in this.
Okay. Shoot. Well, Trump, obviously.
Obviously, Trump.
I mean, but I don't really count him as a real candidate.
Yeah.
And just kind of a media.
What is probably the craziest thing you've heard Trump say on live television?
There's so many things that just are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally disagree with the stances on immigration.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of the things that he says are usually pretty insane.
Yeah. So, has anybody watched either of the Republican or the Democratic debates?
Both.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Not
as much as the Democratic one.
Not as much as the Democrat. If you watched the Republican debate, do you think Donald Trump was saying things just to spew out crazy kind of facts and not even facts? Just was he just spewing crazy things, or was he trying to connect with the people and try to get voters on his side?
I think a little bit of both, but I think because he's very braggy, so he's just going to spew out random facts at random times to say, hey, I'm richer than you. So, but well, I mean, obviously not that, but
Yeah.
yeah, he could have spent way more time actually trying to get voters, but he does spew a lot of crap.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's going to help him or hurt him in the election?
In the long run, hurt him.
Yeah, you're able to vote in this 2016. I'm
Yeah.
guessing you're 18. So, would you? Do you think this election is important to you? Do you think it's got a lot of things that relate
President.
to you? Yeah. But I mean, a lot of young people aren't voting, and I mean they've been kind of throwing that around in both
For sure,
parties about how a lot of young students aren't going out and voting. Do you think this election is really important and that the young people need to go out?
Yeah,
And
I
vote.
mean, they're going to help sculpt the future for when we're getting older and stuff, so we need to vote for what we believe in, so
Yeah.
it gets done our way, hopefully.
So, have you been keeping up with the 2016 election?
Generally, yes.
Yeah. Can you name? I think it's still 13 candidates in the the GOP. Can you name all 13?
Probably not all 13.
But we can get close. Here we go.
Donald Trump,
Okay.
Jeb Bush,
Mm-hmm.
Marco Rubio,
Yes.
Ted Cruz.
Ooh.
Who else we got?
After those four, it's probably like the top four. Well, I don't want to say. We got Ben Carson. He's up there. I mean, he's
Ben Carson,
causing a lot
The
of
guy from
controversy. But
Wisconsin governor.
Scott Walker,
Walker.
I think he dropped out, but that's okay.
He did drop out.
He did drop out. So maybe there's 12.
Ran out of money.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's about all we got. I'm trying to think what else there. We got Carly Fiorina, right?
Yeah.
Who else is after that? I don't even know if I have all 13. It's okay. Are you excited about the 2016 election, and do you think it's important for college students to be voting?
I definitely think it's important. I'm excited. I think that, it's become a lot about entertainment, and people forget that these are
People who run our country, who
and
make the rules, kind
important
of.
things, and that we do have that ability to vote and make a difference in that very small way for whatever that's worth.
Have you been paying attention to the 2016 election?
Yeah,
You have?
I feel really bad about
About
things are going.
for
Especially Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
What a-
friend was just like telling me about this BuzzFeed quiz that was like, did Trump say it or did the Anchorman guy, say it? She's like, it was so hard.
Right.
Yeah,
To
so
decide
if
how.
Trump gets elected, I'm going to be a political refugee and move out of the country.
Do you think he's been saying a lot of kind of outlandish things to maybe bring in voters or bring more attention to
Yeah, I mean, definitely bring more attention to him, and I think also just attract attention in general. But he's also saying a lot of really negative things that I think are starting to scare some people.
Oh, do you think it's important for all college students to really pay attention to what's going on in politics and
Yeah,
to vote?
absolutely. I mean, it actually kind of scares me, like this generation. It's like constantly on their phones, and like it just seems like they're not really engaged as much with like what seems to be important. So.
Have you been paying attention to this 2016 election?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and do you think it's important for college students, you have children, do you think it's important for them to pay attention to what's going on in politics
Oh,
and what's
absolutely.
going
I
on
think
with the
current
election?
events is great. We try and talk about it because I think the biggest thing is, everybody's got a lot of different opinions, but the minute you stop having opinions or you all think the same way, it gets really boring and dangerous. You know, whether somebody's really old or young or different, I think it's really important that you get out there and you talk about it and say, well, I don't like him for this reason, or I do like him for that reason. And the fact that people are talking about it, I think is, it makes it interesting and good for all of us.
Yeah. When you were a student here, did you feel like you could voice your kind of concerns and political opinions?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, we all kind of grew into that, I think. But I think so. I think we were, you know, interested in a lot of different things back then.
Right.
But yeah, you know, we certainly, and I think, I don't know if we were as politically active maybe at that time. But I guess that's all relative to who you were hanging out with.
Yeah.